doing some more fine-tuned transmitter tests, and we're consuming less than 30 watts. Got her fine-tuned pretty good. Our frequency is over 3 megahertz. That's really what you want. Anywhere over 2 megahertz will do for these Earth energy extraction tests. We're oscillating at a frequency of 3.83 megahertz. Here's the improved transmitter. Primary coil is exactly 1 inch long, secondary is 4 inches, top load is exactly 1 inch. Here's this wireless pickup, very bright. And again, that's just a diode chain with the center earth grounded. Check my older vids for that. That acts as an energy pump. I got these LEDs lit blindingly bright from 2 separate earth grounds. These are blindingly bright. It hurts to look at. Like, that's insane. It's between 2 earth ground points. Like, the brightness is insane. That guy is still lit down there between my heater and my desk. A ground point and an antenna. This guy is lit between just a ground point. I have another ground plugged in here that was unused. I notice if you share grounds, the power intensity will differ, but if you use a separate ground, you will get full power without dimming your other loads. So keep that in mind. That's a new discovery as well. And I'll shut my transmitter off. Transmitter off. LEDs go out. Try and move some stuff around so you see exactly what's going on. Here's one ground. And it goes to the LEDs. These LEDs are getting 200 milliamps at 50 volts. It's almost to the point of popping. I also connected this ground to it too for more power. All it did was add the power, so I got 3 grounds going here. And I'll turn the transmitter back on. They come on blinding intensity, so I'm close to having it run itself. A few more fine-tuned tests. I mean, that is bright. Someone call heaven. Wow. We are consuming 30 volts at a little over half an amp. Power consumption is... I'm moving around, I'm probably detuning it. Let's see what we're at for power consumption. 24 watts. 24 watts, and we have all this wireless power. And we can manifest plasma in the light bulb. Really cool plasma. Just need a perfect top load. I'm close to getting a perfect top load. I got the frequency nailed, the construction parameters just about nailed. So, just a quick video update. All this stuff lighting. Oh, and I'll check the ones in the bathroom if those are lit. Ooh. Almost lit. Maybe a bad ground. It wants to light. It lights when I touch it. Very interesting. So the inductance is a little detuned. Interesting. That is crazy. See if I can get it tuned even more. Assuming 16 watts. No, 19 watts. I mean 19 watts. Same intensity. Still have energy extraction through the ground. Bulb is still lit, but the bulb is also grounded. Removing the ground from the bulb. Bulb goes out. Add the ground. Bulb ignites. Trying to get this baby tuned. Now I think we're saving 16. Whoops. I keep dropping everything. There we go. Bulb is not lit. Get it in tune. Still not lit. Turn it up a little. Okay, we're lit. Zooming. I can't tell if that's 19 or 16. I'll have to check the video, and I'm looking at it upside down. I think that's 19. Extremely intense lights, very bright. I'll show you the current on these bad boys now that I have it coming off of a grounded rectifier. Grounded antenna rectifier. So we'll set up the meter. We'll do current first. So we will measure the current between this point and this point. And we have 107 milliamps. And if I turn the transmitter up, that'll go up to 200 or 300 milliamps. So we have 100 milliamps coming from the ground, rectified to DC, and the voltage is at... I love when I start filming, everything just fights me so much. And we are at 24 volts at 100 milliamps. I'll connect the light back up. It's interesting to note there's not even a visible spark when you do this. Boom. And if I ground the center of this with a separate ground, the lights will get so bright they almost blow. That's crazy. You got him going, him going, him going. And I bet you I can get that other coil going. My kitchen seems to be a hot spot. Huh. Whoops. It's acting as an antenna. Dimly lit. I got this lit before with no antenna. I'll try and replicate that. Definitely know I can get it lit by doing this. I'm connecting maybe up to here. as you've seen it light in earlier videos. I think I almost blew this thing with tests, but I can light this anywhere up to 500 feet away when I ground it and hook up the antenna. I'll get my little more sensitive detector. Wow. There's the more sensitive detector. That coil has been abused so much, so I'll swap it out for a new, more sensitive detector. We'll connect to an aerial antenna. Very dim light. Maybe we're not making good contact. Okay, that's lit. I think this ground wire may be bad. I'm gonna switch it. It's a really bad ground wire. Borrow this guy's ground wire, but then he will go out. You know what? I'll just swap him. So he will get the different ground wire, and then I'll absolutely know if it's a bad ground if it doesn't light. No, it still lights. It's just a very thin gauge ground. Maybe that makes a difference. So now I'll go out here. Grounded connection. Connect this up. We have ignition. A little brighter. There we go. This thing is blinking. Okay, he's lit almost full intensity. Blinking for some reason. Turn the transmitter up a little bit. I was playing with very low power for tuning and over Unity. That's lit. That's lit. That's ridiculously bright. That bulb is lit, 120 volt bulb. Still got wireless power. We're oscillating at 3.82 megahertz, consuming 19 watts. I'll crank it up and see if the light in the kitchen gets brighter. So we're at 21 watts now, crank it up to 26 volts. That is insane. This is dim. Huh, usually that's very bright. Maybe if I reverse the leads. I reversed the leads and it got brighter. Interesting. Oh, it's hard to do stuff one-handed. There we go. Very bright. And the transmitter is only outputting 20 watts, or 21 watts. Now again, I will move this and see where we can receive the signal. And a few of the outlets in my house were ungrounded because this thing wouldn't light. So I'll plug it in over here to the ground. Doesn't light. This is an ungrounded outlet. here. Nothing yet. Need a large elevated metal body. Well, it's dimly lit. If I hold it high up, it dimly lights. Okay. Wonder if I touch the grounded wall switch. Nothing. This video is going on too long. I'll put this in my bathroom and that'll be the end of it. So between my bathroom ground and my sink ground, there it is, fully lit. Full intensity. Just like that facing the wall though, so you can see it when I walk by. Everything is fighting me so much today. Come on. There we go. So again, it's going between sink ground and earth ground. Full intensity. Transmitter's probably consuming 21 or 22 watts. Jeez, I forgot that one was on. That hurts my eyes. Yep, 21.7 watts, 21. I'm gonna say it's 22. It's almost perfectly tuned. I just need a spherical top load, probably a ball, like I said earlier. And I'll put this in here just for the hell of it. So the fluorescent tube's lit. That's lit, that's lit, that's lit, that's lit, that's lit. I can bring this massive tube near it and it will light. From a certain distance enough away it'll light. Full ignition, still blinding over there. I'll put this in range too. That's lit. 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 Power consumption 22 watts. Still at 3.8 megahertz. Still lit. I'll shut the transmitter off. Everything will go out. Transmitter off. Everything is out. Lights are out. Everything is out. That's out. Transmitter will be thrown back on now. Transmitter back on. A few of the lights take a second to start oscillating and then turn on. Everything is reignited. That is dangerously bright. Still lit. And yeah, stay tuned, a lot more to come.